Hello friends, so now let us discuss the first problem in this video from the latest LeetCode bi-weekly contest 64, problem name kth distinct string in an array. Cool, the problem statement goes like this, that a distinct string is represented only once in the array. So as you can see in an array that is given to you which has different strings. Distinct string is a string that it should be occurring only once in the whole array. Now given an array of strings ARR and an integer k, find out the kth distinct string present in the array. Cool. Now there's also one more thing, that note that the string are considered in the order which they are placed or like they appear in the array. So now what the problem, you can understand with the first two examples only what the problem is also trying to say. As you can see that there are different strings. Now you have to find out the second distinct string. Now if you go from left to right, you might say that okay, B is the answer because B is the second different string. No, because you're talking about the whole string, like the whole array, sorry. So as you can see, B is occurring twice. So this is not a distinct string. I'm not talking about distinct till now. I'm distinct in the whole array. So it means that you have to first find out what are the distinct strings that do not occur any number of times. And then among all the distinct strings, find out whether the kth distinct string appear or not. If it exists, then print out that string, else you cannot. So there can be multiple ways you can use set, but what you can also do here is like you can use map to store the frequency of every string because the number of strings are very small. You can iterate from left to right and find out the, like, just iterate and store the frequency of every string into some map. Now again move from left to right. Okay, so now maybe you have the frequency, that is, let us take the second example, that is there is one string AAA and A. Okay, now maybe there is one more string that is AA. Now iterate from left to right and you store the frequency of all the strings. That is the AAA string appears two times, then AA string appears one time, and the A strings appears one time. Cool. Now after that you can again iterate over the string because you don't have to change the order. So first you find out the frequency of all the strings, then you again start from the starting position. And for AA, you first have to check that to consider this to be a distinct string, the frequency of that string should be equal to 1 because it should be only occurring once. So it is like as you can see, AA is occurring twice. So I cannot consider this as a distinct string. Now go to the next string. It is only occurring once. So it means that it can be a valid candidate. I want to find out the second distinct string. So this is the first distinct string. So I cannot take this. Go to the next string. This is A. This is also occurring only once. So now this is the second distinct string and I want a second distinct string. So print out the answer, that is A. This is the answer for this. Okay, the answer for this string is AAA. But as you can see that this is the whole logic. So I hope you get the point. Now move down to the coding part. As you can see, first make a map of string to integer, that is storing out for every string how many times it is appearing. Okay, then iterate over every string and increment its like value in the map. Okay, then what you can do here is you can again iterate over the original array, and then if the frequency of that particular string on UR is greater than 1, which means that it is not distant, you just continue out. If it is distant, you will increment the counter that okay, I've seen the first distant string, and if at any point the number of distant string becomes equal to k means what distant character I want to see. So if it is equal to that character, just print out that particular character, that is this ith character. Okay, so because that string, this is I, just because I'm using auto, that's why I'm just printing out I. If you're using for loop, like the for loop using int I or something like that, you have to print out the string. Cool. If you haven't found out any of the strings possible using this for loop, you have to return a empty space or like an empty string. Cool. So that's the whole logic and the code for this problem. Stay tuned for more videos in this whole contest. I'll see you next one. Till then, keep coding and bye.